Hello. Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, December 11th, 2025. And I am coming to you from the beautiful state of Michigan, where it is cold. It's about 25 degrees, and we have some snow outside. So it looks very Christmassy, very white, which is nice. Actually, we have a little bit of lots of ice, too. We had a meltdown yesterday where a lot of stuff melted and then it refroze. Yeah, so today on my live video, we are going to make pecan oat cookies. So this is a recipe that I've been making for many years. One of my favorite Christmas cookies. Hi, Dawn. Thank you so much for tuning in and saying hi. If anybody else is tuned in, you can write in the chat, hello, just say hi. Greatly appreciate that. Yes, so these Christmas cookies, as the name implies, features pecans, one of my favorite nuts. I like them because they're got a slightly sweet flavor. I really enjoy that. So we're going to be making the cookies because it's Christmas time. And I don't know about you, but I love to bake Christmas cookies at Christmas time, make desserts and sweets, and I give them away as gifts. And so now I did a live last Thursday where I made my shortbread cookie recipe, which I love. And for some reason, I was on the video for 49 minutes, and I'm supposed to be broadcasting live over Facebook and YouTube through this Restream platform that I'm using. And for some reason, Facebook cut me off after 15 minutes. So the live video from last week, I was only live for 15 minutes on Facebook. But the whole 49 minutes, the whole recipe, because you need the whole recipe, is on my YouTube channel. So this is kind of a test run. I want to make sure that I stay live on Facebook for more than just 15 minutes. And of course, with all these platforms and you're on social media, you can't talk to someone. You can't ask anybody what happened, what went wrong. So after the Restream got done and I saw it was only up for 15 minutes, I was in a chat bot with Restream, which I hate talking through because they never really help you. And I did tell them that I was only live for 15 minutes. And of course, Restream said, well, that's a Facebook problem. Now, I hope many of you know there's absolutely nobody to talk to on Facebook. So I have no idea why I was only live for 15 minutes, but this is a test run. So I am going to be checking the stream on Facebook to make sure that I am streaming live on Facebook and I don't get cut off. Not really sure what happened, like I said. All right, so I just checked Facebook and it looks like the wording is backwards in my video, which is kind of upsetting because I didn't know that it was backwards. Let's check YouTube. Yeah, it's backwards. The words are backwards. Okay. So I'll have to adjust that setting next time I go live too. Yeah, the words are backwards. So I apologize for that. But so anyways, let's make this cookie first right away. So I make sure that I show you guys how to make this cookie at the beginning of the video. All right. So what do we have here? We have beautiful pecans. We have 1.5 cups of pecans. All right. Now we're going to put those pecans in the food processor and chop them up because we want the nuts to be chopped up small. Now you could do this with a knife and a cutting board if you want to, but a food processor just makes it a little easier and less mess, right? Because when you start chopping the nuts, the debris goes all over the place, right? So we're just going to use our food processor, make it a little easier for us. Kind of noisy when you chop nuts in a food processor, but I don't think the noise will come through on the video. There's like a silencing mode or something that usually happens. All right. I'm kind of pulsing it so that the pecans don't get chopped up too much. We don't want to like liquefy them, right? Let's check. A little bit more and they'll be done. Oh, they look beautiful. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, nice. I'm going to give them one more, I think. All right. It's really good. So here we are. We got them chopped up. All right. So next, let me get a big mixing bowl. We're going to mix everything in a big mixing bowl. I always like to get my bowls even bigger than they need to be. I'm over here. Because I want to make sure that I don't run out of room in my bowl while I'm mixing my ingredients together, right? So I got a nice big one. Okay. Now what we can do, we can put the wet ingredients in here first, and we can start mixing the wet ingredients before we add the dry. All right. So, by the way, the recipe that I'm making today is in my year-round Healthy Holiday Dishes cookbook, which you can get at macrovale.com on the website. Yes, I apologize. The words are backwards. I will have to fix that. All right. So we have 1/4 cup of olive oil, 3/4 of a cup of brown rice syrup. So let's get that. That. Here is my measuring cup. I have, like I said, 1/4 cup of olive oil already in there. Mono unsaturated, heart healthy oil. They've been eating olive oil for thousands of years. Now, if you don't use olive oil, you could just use water. Brown rice syrup, my favorite sweetener, right? Made from whole organic brown rice because it's made from a whole grain. It'll never spike your blood sugar level. It is my preferred sweetener. I use it in all my desserts. All right, so we want 3/4 of a cup of brown rice syrup. And there it is right there. And we will pour it right into the bowl, like so. Brown rice syrup is thick. Did you see it pour out of the measuring cup? It's kind of thick. So I usually, if I'm using a recipe that has olive oil and brown rice syrup in the same recipe, I put it in the same measuring cup so that the brown rice syrup doesn't stick, right? Okay, we have 1/2 cup of, now I'm going to use a rice milk. Use a non-dairy milk. Use your favorite. I like rice. Some people like almonds. Some people like soy. I use the rice, so that's 1/2 cup. We're going to put a pinch of sea salt in there. You always put a pinch of sea salt in your desserts. Brings out the flavor. Makes the dessert more flavorful. Makes it sweeter. We have 1 tablespoon of a vanilla extract. Always love that flavor of vanilla extract. And then we have 2 tablespoons of a tahini, ground sesame seed paste, high in calcium and iron too, by the way. So the sesame seed tahini just really makes the cookies creamy, makes them a nice texture. All right. Okay, so now we're just going to mix the wet ingredients together like so. Sometimes I mix the wet ingredients in a food processor, but I don't think we need to for this recipe. In fact, I'm going to grab a whisk. Might work better with a whisk. All right. Hey, what kind of Christmas cooking and baking is everybody doing who's watching the video? Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know. Again, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I always make lots and lots of different Christmas cookies. And when I decided to go organic, vegan, healthy, whole foods, I changed a lot of my recipes and I substituted healthy ingredients. So then I made the cookies better, healthier. All right, so yeah, the whisk worked really good to mix those wet ingredients together. Now let's put the chopped pecans in there like so. Okay, so that's 1.5 pecans that I put in the food processor and chopped like so. Okay, and now we're going to add 1.5 cups of organic rolled oats. So I do use organic ingredients all the time. Sometimes it's not written in my recipe because it would be redundant to say organic, organic, organic. But the rolled oats, make sure that they're organic, along with the oat flour. So these cookies are going to be gluten-free also. Organic oat flour is my favorite gluten-free flour. Has a nice moisture content, makes a really nice cookie. And so this is the flour I'm going to use too, but it's kind of important to make sure you get organic, especially when it's rolled oats, oat flour, steel cut oats, because we don't want any chemicals sprayed on our oats, especially glyphosate, because unfortunately they use the toxic chemical called glyphosate as a drying agent. They harvest the oats and then they lay it out, and it takes a while to dry. So they think they can speed up the process. They use this toxic chemical called glyphosate to speed up the process. But if you get organic, you're not going to be eating that toxic chemical. Organic rolled oats, organic oat flour. I have 2 cups of organic oat flour, and I already measured that. So we're going to put that in there like so. There we go, 2 cups. And now we can mix it together. My timer is about ready to go off. I'm going to get the timer because it's about ready to go off. I got this timer here. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but that's the timer. I don't know if you could hear that. Maybe you can hear the timer. All right. So the timer was timing approximately 15 minutes. I want to make sure that I'm still live on Facebook. So let's check. I am still streaming live on Facebook. That's wonderful. And I am still streaming live on YouTube. So as I mentioned, the stream cut after 15 minutes last Thursday. Yes, I can hear you, Dawn says. Thank you so much. Yep, just checking, just to make sure. Awesome. So we're still going, which is great. Okay, time to mix the cookie dough together. Don't you just love cookies? Cookies are my favorite dessert. I love, everybody likes pies and cakes, and those are great. But there's just something about a cookie, maybe because it's like a little round individual serving. I just adore cookies. I love them. And so you're just going to mix until all the flour has been incorporated in these little cookies, like so. And the rolled oats and the oat flour, mixing like so. This is what it looks like. I can already see that I need just a little bit more oat flour in this. It doesn't look, the dough looks kind of wet. So I am going to pop in another 1/2 cup of oat flour. Sometimes when I'm cooking, when I'm making the cookies, that happens. And because I just know what I want the cookie dough consistency to be, I know that it needs to be a little bit thicker. Yeah, it looks much nicer now. Much, much nicer now. Very, very nice. Yeah. All right. So that's it. That's what it looks like. Here's our dough. All right. So were you told when you were a kid, don't eat cookie dough? I remember making cookies with my mom. We always made Christmas cookies. And we would always have the dough and everything. And we were always told, don't eat the cookie dough. Don't eat the cookie dough. Well, as kids, isn't eating the cookie dough part of the fun? I mean, eating the cookie dough is part of the fun. We always did that. I think the reason why when we were younger, we were always told don't eat the cookie dough is because the cookie dough had eggs in it. And you shouldn't go eating the raw eggs. So my cookie dough doesn't have any eggs in it. So we're just going to taste it. Not very much, but we're just going to taste it. Oh my God, is that good? Oh, that's so good. Oh, wow. They're going to taste even better once they're baked. I was told you would get a stomach ache eating cookie dough, Dawn says. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was one of the things. You'd get a stomach ache. I think maybe because it takes a lot of work to make the dough. It takes a lot of work to make the cookies. Your parents, in my case, my mom, she didn't want us kids just like, because kids, they would probably just keep eating it. And then you would get none like baked in the oven for later, right? So probably like they used to tell us when, we used to go swimming and stuff. And then you'd eat and they'd be like, oh, you have to wait 15 minutes before you can go swimming after eating. I think that was kind of like an old wives' tale too that may not necessarily be true, but I do remember that. All right, to bake the cookies, I have a piece of parchment paper on this I'm using my round pizza cookie sheet because I don't know, I like it. But putting the parchment paper on there is really nice because you know the cookies are not going to stick. I have a cookie scoop and I have a bowl of water. So you dip the cookie scoop in the bowl of water so that the cookie dough doesn't stick to the scoop, right? And then you go like this and you get one level scoop. That way you know all of your cookies are going to be the same size, right? Now I have the oven heating. It's already preheated at 350 degrees. So when you make your cookies, you want to make sure that your oven is already preheated. And especially when it's really cold outside, it's kind of nice to have your oven on. Helps keep the house a little bit warmer. And the smell of cookies, nothing better than that. What's your favorite kind of Christmas cookie? If you're watching the video now live, or if you're watching when you watch it later and you put a comment in the video, I'll see the comment and I'll reply to it. So my favorite Christmas cookie is my ginger cookies with icing. In fact, I made a batch of those yesterday. I had already made a batch, I think was it like 2 weeks ago, and I was running low. So I had to make another batch of the ginger cookie with icing. Those are my favorite. All right. Okay. So now we've got the cookies on our parchment. All right. Now another ingredient you need for these cookies is pecans. I took the pecan half and I cut it in half. So it's like a quarter piece of the pecan, see? And you put that on top of the cookie like so, like a decoration. And just push down on the cookie just a little bit. You don't need to like smush the cookie down or anything. You're just going to put the little pecan piece on top like so. Another one of my favorite Christmas cookies is my shortbread. Like I said, I did the shortbread recipe last Thursday. And if you missed that video and that recipe, it's on my YouTube channel. I'll walk you through it. Okay, this is what they look like. Okay, I'm going to put them in the oven. 15 minutes in the oven. I got my oven at 350. All right, let's set the timer. 15 minutes on the cookies. Here we go. All right, in 15 minutes, we'll have delicious Christmas cookies coming out of the oven. Dawn says, I love shortbread cookies too. Yes, absolutely. So all those recipes, by the way, are in my year-round healthy holiday dishes cookbook. The shortbread recipes in there. The one I just mentioned, the ginger cookies with frosting. Trying to find a picture of them. Here they are. Those are the ginger cookies with frosting. Yes, I know the wording is backward. I apologize for that. It's just when you go live and you're going to the studio and everything, sometimes there's like a setting that you don't hit. You don't know you're supposed to hit it. And the wording is backwards. And I will fix that for next time for sure. Can people purchase your cookbook for Christmas gifts? Absolutely, Dawn asked. Absolutely, my Christmas gifts, absolutely great. I have 7 cookbooks and I have 1 e-cookbook. My e-cookbook came out this year, which is all sea vegetables. And that's a digital download. But these are actual physical books. They are all on my website, which is macrovale.com. Share screen. I'm going to show you my website. Here it is right here. Here's my website. I have my Love of the Upper Peninsula 2026 calendar is available for purchase right now. I am doing a challenge for my YouTube channel to get 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. That's on the homepage, and over here on the left-hand side it says cookbooks. You just click on cookbooks. I have Simply Healthy Scrumptious Desserts, all desserts, and that's lemon meringue pie on the cover. I have cooking for the summer season, and then the year-round healthy holiday dishes, the one I've been showing you. This is the cookbook that I use all the time, not only for Christmas and right now a lot of Christmas cookies and stuff, Thanksgiving, but I've got Easter, and I actually took some of my best recipes and put them in this cookbook. And then I have cooking for spring season, and I have cooking for kids, and I have my first cookbook, which is Perception in Healthy Cooking, revised edition, which today I was cooking today, and I made millet chili. I was such in a mood for chili today. And now I also have a tempeh chili recipe, but I didn't have any tempeh in the house. So the recipe for millet chili is in the Perceptions cookbook. And it is the millet makes the chili just really, really thick. And just on a cold day like this, chili is so good. And I actually made that earlier today. Yum. It was very good. So as I mentioned, I am running a challenge right now for my YouTube channel. I'm looking to get 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. So I need your help. Tell your friends and everybody you know to go to my YouTube channel, Chef Valerie Wilson, and hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Doing videos and everything on YouTube, I have almost 300 videos now. There's a lot of informative videos where I do recipes like this. I teach about healthy whole foods, why it's good for you, the health benefits of it. I have videos on how to chop vegetables. Many people, when they read a recipe, they may not know how to chop the vegetables. So that's all there. But the only way that I can make any amount of money from the YouTube channel is I have to have 1,000 subscribers first. So I'm running a 1,000 subscriber challenge on my YouTube channel. And so if you get a chance, swing over there. This is my YouTube channel. Look, I have 685 subscribers. So I still need 300 and some subscribers, right? By Christmas. But I don't know. Do you guys like frequent YouTube? What do you think? Do you like YouTube? What are some of your favorite YouTube channels? Like, I stopped watching television 4 years ago. And so I do really enjoy YouTube, although YouTube is getting full of commercials now too, where it didn't so much before. And so I watch a few channels on YouTube that I really like. Hopefully my channel might become one of those channels that you really like. I have videos that are 20 minutes long where I'm doing a whole recipe. And then I also have short videos that like this one here that is all about cauliflower, how to cut cauliflower, the health benefits of cauliflower. It's only 6 minutes long. So it's not like you have to go on my YouTube channel and spend hours and everything. I've got short videos. And every single day until Christmas, I am putting a video on my YouTube channel. So pay attention and you'll get a lot of, so what I did 2 days ago, my boiled vegetables, that's a 12-minute video. I walk you through how to make boiled vegetables. There's all about ginger root is only 4 minutes long, but I'm telling you the health benefits. And I have how to chop cauliflower. That's upcoming. I'm sorry. I have a couple upcoming. Yeah. How to chop cauliflower is tomorrow. Brown rice Salisbury. Now this is a 20-minute video where I make my brown rice Salisbury recipe. So I have these scheduled to be released Friday and Saturday. So all videos coming up all the time. I'm doing this challenge, looking for 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. I'm going to stop screen sharing. Yeah. So I don't know, so much great info in your videos, Dawn says. Thank you so much, Dawn. Greatly appreciate that. Uh, yeah, so what are some of your favorite YouTube videos? You got any? I'll just briefly mention a couple. My all-time favorite YouTube video is Jonah Jitson, and she's the lady from Sweden, and her videos are absolutely gorgeous. She lives in the middle of the woods on property that's been in her family for generations. She says like 500 years. She lives right by a beautiful lake, and in the wintertime it's so beautiful there with all the snow, and she just does a wonderful video. She should get an award for cinematography because the way she films nature, it's just so beautiful. So that's actually one of my favorite. Share screen. Let me go back here. Oh, hold on. I can just go over here. Here it is. She says Jonah Jitson, but it's spelled JONNAJINTON. Okay. That's, again, that is my all time favorite YouTube channel if you want to go check her out. I love her videos where she shows the Northern Lights. I love that too. Yeah. That's one of my favorite YouTube channels. That's top of the list. Favorite YouTube channel is Jonah. How do I get back here? Oh, here I am. All right. My next favorite YouTube channel is Next Level Soul. I think I've started watching Next Level Soul when he started the channel. I think I've watched every single video with a few exceptions. There's been a few I've missed, but it's a very spiritual channel. This is Alex Farrar. He interviews all these people, near-death experience. People have experienced near-death experiences. People who have can channel. People who are psychics and all kinds of stuff. And I must tell you, every single video that you watch has an unifying underlying message of love. The message in his videos is love. And it's just so wonderful. If you ever feel down or anything like that, just pull up Next Level Soul podcast and pull up any video. And it's just, they're wonderful. I just can't say enough about Next Level Soul. Those are two of my favorite YouTube channels that I would just share with you. Stop screen sharing. All right, stop screen sharing. And I'm back. Yeah, those are two of my favorite YouTube videos. Let's see how much time we got. Oh, we got about 5 minutes. So yesterday I had my last cooking class for 2025. And I will be coming up with new cooking classes in 2026. I'm working on the recipes right now. And I had my students here in my kitchen. And yesterday's class was fun with phyllo dough. Have you guys cooked with phyllo dough before? The only time I cook with phyllo dough is the holiday time, Christmas time. Because the phyllo dough is, it's kind of refined and I eat healthy whole foods, but I splurge every once in a while. So yesterday in the class, we made a phyllo dough pizza with a squash garlic sauce that I must say the students went on and on about this squash garlic sauce. We made mushroom, quote unquote, bacon, and we put that on the pizza. And then we also made a poached pear dessert. It was a poached pear completely covered with seasoned phyllo dough that was sweet. You bake it in the oven and the outside gets crispy, the phyllo dough, and then you cut it open and the soft pears in the middle. Fantastic, fantastic dessert. And we did little phyllo dough crackers with the dough that you have left over, you don't know what to do with. Everybody was here. It's hands-on. Everybody gets involved. Everybody has so much fun, and they get to eat the food that we've created. Now, I have been teaching cooking classes for 28 years. Next year will be 29 years. I am still creating brand new recipes all the time. I don't think you can comprehend how many recipes I have. I have notebooks full of recipes, and then I have pockets, like those folder pocket things, filled with recipes that are handwritten on a piece of paper. So, in fact, I was just looking through some of them, and I have so many of them that I haven't even utilized or whatever. I mean, I have cooking classes every single month, and I'm always creating new recipes unless a student asks me to repeat a recipe. I have some regular students, and every once in a while they say, well, I want to learn how to make this. And I'll be like, well, I already taught that, but it was years ago, so I'll reteach it. So otherwise, all the recipes are new, brand new recipes. So I'm working on January's schedule, right? If you're watching the video, you can chat with me, you can comment, because that's basically, I want to like interact with you. Okay, so you're one of my students. What do you want to learn how to cook? What do you want to learn how to make? What recipes would be of interest for you, right? Because even if I don't have a recipe for it already, I just make the recipe. I just make the recipe up. I go in the kitchen with a blank piece of paper and I just create the recipe. So I just created this week a green lentil soup with the buttercup kabocha squash. That's the one with the green on the outside and the orange on the inside. Very, very sweet. And that soup is super thick, and I put a lot of garlic in it. And it came out yum, perfect. I'm thinking about featuring that in January's cooking class because everybody likes a nice, thick, warming soup in the middle of winter. So that's something I just created. Very excited about. And so I'm always creating new recipes. You go to my website. Hey, guess what? On my website, I have a recipe of the month. Do you want some more recipes? Well, make sure you check out the recipe of the month. Here we are back on my website. Yeah, here we go. Scroll down here where it says recipe of the month. I just put oh, look, here's my shortbread cook. So I use the recipe that I taught in the YouTube video last week. Here is the shortbread cookie recipe. That's my December recipe of the month. And there's a picture of the shortbread right there. And then we have archives of all the recipes. So in November, it was a parsnip and carrot side dish. October was pumpkin sauce over brown rice and tofu. And September was pumpkin sweet potato creamy soup. Now, one of my students made this recipe. I make this recipe all the time because I love baked pumpkin, especially when it's in season. But she made this recipe and she just raved about how delicious it was, how much she loved it. August was a quinoa tempeh salad with creamy dressing. July was a red, white, and blue dessert. So you can see on the recipe of the month page, I just have lots and lots of recipes for you. So there's, lots of ways that you can connect with me, on my website, my YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm going to stop screen sharing. All right. Yeah. The timer went off, so it's time to go check the oatmeal pecan cookies. Let me go see if they're done, okay? I'll be right back. Give me a sec here. I gotta go check them in the oven. Ooh, they smell so good. Oh my God, they smell good. Oh. Yep, they're done. Here they come. Here comes the cookies. Oh, they smell divine. Oh, you can smell the vanilla. You can smell the pecans. Oh, they just look beautiful. Oh. All right, let me get a plate. I'm on a plate. Now they just came out of the oven, so they're hot, but I have kind of asbestos hands, so I can handle the heat. Oh, look at this. Pecan oatmeal cookies right out of the oven. Look at that. Oh, they smell divine. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. I will be cooking up the rest of the dough there after I get done with the live video. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me during the live. I greatly appreciate it. Tell all your friends about my YouTube channel and all my wonderful recipes. And I'm running a challenge until Christmas to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And then this is my regular business. This is what I do full time. I teach cooking classes and I cook food for people, and I work with people if they happen to have some type of dis-ease. I use food and I can help them, if they change their food and what they're eating, then I work with them to overcome different things. I've worked with people who have overcome cancer, a few different kinds of cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer. I worked with somebody who had kidney disease, and when they started, they changed over their diet, eating healthy, whole, organic food from Mother Earth, always show improvement. So that's what I do. This is what I do full time I don't have another job. I don't have somebody paying my bills. This is what I do full time. So if you feel so inclined, you can attend a cooking class in the future. You can purchase my cookbooks. Down here at the bottom of my website, you sign up for my newsletter. That keeps you updated with all the things that are happening in Macroval world. Macroval is the name of my business. I'm known as Chef Val or Chef Valerie Wilson. That's it. And then I also have my calendar. Now, if you've watched any of my videos or attending any of my cooking classes, you know that I have a couple passions in life: cooking and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So every year I take pictures when I go up there. I don't live in the Upper Peninsula, but I love going there. And I create a calendar. This is the 7th year that I have created my Love of the Upper Peninsula calendar. And so here it is on my website. You can purchase 2026 Love of the Upper Peninsula calendar there. Each month has a picture and a 4-line poem that I wrote about the place. So I also wrote the poems that are in the calendars. So that's on the website. Another interesting thing that I do that you can follow me on is my Substack blog. Many people, like when I say I have a Substack blog, many people kind of don't know what that is, and that's understandable. So what is a blog? A blog is an article. There are articles that I write, and here it is on my homepage, Substack blog. And I'm going to click this, and it's going to take me to my Substack page. So these are all articles that I have written. I believe it's 3 years now I've had a blog. And the topics vary so much. So this one here, I was talking about brown rice syrup and maple syrup and what to use instead of white refined sugar. And then, of course, I've been following the story of the Universal Ostrich Farm for 11 months. So I've written 9 blogs about the Universal Ostrich Farm. You can read about those. I've written quite a few blogs about Protect the Porkies, where they want to put a mine site right next to our beautiful Porcupine Mountains. Okay. But there's many different topics here. I also write about food and the health benefits of food, how to heal yourself in nature, nitric oxide, arugula, and beets. I love arugula. Spring tree energy, the toxic coating that they want to put on our fruits and vegetables. This one is a very important blog. I want to draw it to your attention because I keep talking about this, and so many people are unaware of this. This is arthritis, how your prescription may be making it worse. This is something I found out this year. The use of this non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicine has been shown in scientific studies to accelerate the articular cartilage breakdown in osteoarthritis. The use of this product poses significant risk to accelerating osteoarthritis joint breakdown. This means that the medicine, the prescription drug that your doctor gives you because you have pain from arthritis, once you start taking it, will break down your bones and your cartilage. This is a very important blog. And here I have the information that I found. And here are my quotes and my resources. There's links here. These are medical papers that I came across, links right here that you can read about the scientific evidence of what these drugs are doing to your joints. They are making them worse. Again, this is my Substack blog, and you can get to it through my website. This is April 2nd, 2025. This actually was a very, very important blog. And I actually was talking about it yesterday. Stop screen share. I was actually talking about it yesterday in the cooking class that I told you about. So very good information. All right. So there's lots of different ways that you can learn about all that I have to offer. Healthy whole foods, delicious recipes such as the dessert recipe I just shared with you, upcoming cooking classes, and how I can help you using food to overcome any health challenges you might have. Okay, let's take one of these cookies and break it in half and see what it looks like on the inside. Ooh, look. Yum. I absolutely love when the cookie is still warm out of the oven. They're so good. I can totally taste the vanilla. It comes through wonderful. And the pecans, the bad thing is when you take a taste of your food, then during the video, your mouth is full and you're trying to talk with your mouth full, right? All right. I hope you get a chance to make these cookies. Comment on the video that you made the cookies. How did they come out for you? Let me know. All right. Make sure you tell all your friends to go to my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. Very much appreciate it. Let's check Facebook. Oh, I'm still live on Facebook. Thank you. Woohoo! Glad for that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye now and end the video and enjoy some of these cookies.